Immediately, I'm seeing a special connection or a special place that you feel like you belong to, that you're connected to. It's something where your soul really sinks to you in that way. You are perhaps, Virgo, having some sort of spiritual experience. You're really going through something that is emotionally cleansing, going through some sort of cleanse, and it's doing you a lot of good. There are many things that you've it's been a push and pull, you're not knowing whether you're coming or going and all of that, and feeling disappointed by some people that you thought were a bit more genuine. And it's like you've just surrendered to it all, away from it. You're like, you're not going to put in as much effort. You have decided this for yourself, and you're doing yourself a favor in that way. And whoever is meant to be close to you, a good friend, will appear, will be there for you. And so as you kind of let go and no longer waste your precious energy on others that don't appreciate it, what I see is that there's something in your energy that's being cultivated, through learned experience, through just life itself. You're quick now to protect yourself, to harness your energy, and to make it very clear with your intentions of what you want, where you want to be, or who you want to be around. And it's very, very, very good. Like, it's looking really, really good. So definitely a positive step in the right direction. And you are finding your feet, finding your place. And this is where I see this special connection. And I do see, for some, it's with somebody, with others, it's with a place. Because the connection you can have with so many different things. It feels like you've barely scratched the surface with this, but it feels good. I feel like here you sense like a breath of fresh air, and there's this excitement. You can't wait to start, can't wait to get going, on this new chapter here, on this journey that you are taking. There is a fulfillment happening, and with this fulfillment, it's going to make you really happy. It's a really touching, happy fulfillment, and I get it's something new, a new person, a change of luck. A change of luck is what I'm seeing here, Virgo. I really like what I'm seeing. Definitely something that you deserved, and you've definitely had a lot of patience. And the thing about this is that the universe sees that you don't give up easily. You put your best foot forward. You try, you keep going, it doesn't work out, you try another avenue. You just don't ever give up. And there's no need to, because you've lots of different successes coming in different ways for you. You get given some kind of reward or presented like a key for a door of yours to open. There has been a burden that's been, has had you kind of staggering, and sometimes it just feels like it's left you unable to do much. And then you realize, it's like for some of you, one day you just woke up, you're like, no, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm leaving this. You don't need, it's what I see here, this burden is something that you didn't need. I mean, no one needs the burden, but it's something that was unnecessary that you could let go of, a lot sooner than you think. And you are coming to the end of this chapter, this cycle. There is an energy that's very forgiving here as well. Perhaps you are starting to be very forgiving, but it doesn't mean for you that you kind of go back to how things were. If somebody apologizes to you, for example, it's just for your own healing, for you just to continue on. And I do see there is some sort of apologies for the barking. It's not my dog. I'm sorry about that. There is some sort of news or communication coming through that is for later on. Like you get news of something that could happen for later on, and it looks very promising. So, hope that made sense. All right. I really like your reading. Let's see what the cards have for you, lovely Virgo. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Queen of Wands. I do also get something speeding up, things moving quite quickly. You know, things feel very charged. The Queen of Wands, the Hermit, the Nine of Swords. All right. Queen of Wands, the Hermit, and the Nine of Swords. You have this ability to approach things in a very unique way, and in a way that, you know, you don't fall for peer pressure. That's what I get also, just because, like, you're not part of the herd. You are very individual, very much your own person, and you're going to listen to your intuition as well. And I do see that also you have this great confidence that many other people wish they had too. You know, and even if you could be the most attractive person in the room and get all this attention, it doesn't mean that you're going to stay there and grab all the attention. You're going to do what makes you feel good and right about yourself. There is something here that you are starting to discover. I see a lot of meditation as well, a lot of introspection. You're being guided in a very special way. There's something that I do see your gut trying to tell you here, and you know there's going to be, or you're going through some sort of transformation that leaves you with a lot of nervous energy here with the Nine of Swords. Yes, you have a lot to get done, and you will get them done. I don't see you, I don't see you falling behind or anything like that. Certain anxieties or wishes that are causing anxiety or something like that, it does say here to find an outlet to release that, whether it's writing or exercise or whatever it is. But that nervous energy, I see you responding in a way by harnessing that in a positive way. There you go with the Fool. Love that. Love that. Okay. The Fool and the Seven of Swords, yeah? You know, the more successful and happier you are within yourself, because you are sensing, as I was saying, as you sense this change and this transformation, you know that this could also change certain connections around you. But it's like, let it be. Because they want what you have. And, it's not your problem. So you continue on like this for being happy, not afraid to take certain chances here, and just really going for it as well. Apologies for this, barking. The Seven of Swords, it's like what I see, there's a missed opportunity. Someone has had a missed opportunity with you, and you're like, hey ho, when it gets to this point, I do see that you're the bigger person here. You're the bigger person, and because you're doing things that are right for you. Now, suddenly you may hear from somebody, or they want to slow down your path just because they don't want to miss out. I'm getting that kind of story, but it's like, no, it's a selfish kind of energy, one that you don't need. So make sure that you don't allow anybody to affect your happiness. Your confidence is growing, and I do see you are feeling really good and satisfied and very, very happy with yourself. The Death card. Look, I was saying that you're sensing this deep transformation. And we have the Death card. That is very important. That is very, very important. You are changing your ways completely. As I was saying, you're not afraid to take a step back. You are sensing that there's a new surrounding, new environment, one that uplifts you, and you're going to stay in that uplifting environment, that your surroundings, and that you're the one making the choices here. When you think for yourself and kind of, I do see, think out of the box, no one can compete with that. And this is an exciting new journey to start in this new beginning here with the Death card. It's an exciting journey that you're going towards. And there's a helping hand as well that I get, whether it's somebody in the spiritual world or physical world, but you're definitely being guided very, very strongly here. Shedding old skin, coming into the light and feeling reborn in many ways. The Death card is like being reborn. This is your new chapter, your new era, and you're like, okay, I'm ready, let's get it. And you're going to be so glad with how it turns out, for sure. I love this, Virgo. It's so strong, it's so special. Thank you so much.